Welcome to Showstopper, powered by Equiratings. Well, we've gone through the major team contenders, and now it's time to look at the individuals who will join the 20 teams competing in Paris. 15 nations have acquired their Olympic ticket to the Games, but the slot is awarded to the countries themselves and not the individuals who earned them. Something that has caused quite some drama over the years when top qualifiers were bypassed by the selectors for various reasons. Perhaps the most notable of those was back in Rio when Ireland's Bertrand Allen won the ticket for the Irish, but Greg Broderick was chosen to represent the country at the Games. Lawsuits and hoopla ensued, as you can imagine. But this year for Paris, let's take a look at which countries will be faced with that similar decision and see who, by the stats, most likely deserve to go and have a strong chance of a top result. Denmark likely sends Andreas Schou and Dark Deluxe on an ELO of 640, although with the recent win of Sasha Nygaard Lille and Stanley in the 4-star a few weeks ago, they are a close second, or even Rika Belinda Barker and Tabalu PS, who have been jumping 60% of the time clear. Yali Mitilineu of Greece, who occupies the top 4 spots on the list, could either take Levi Demuse on 716 or Lartis de Toxandria on 671, a fan favorite who finished in the top 12 at the European Championships in Riesenbeck a few years ago. Italy has a few strong choices, with Emmanuel Camilli sitting on top of the list, with Odense Odeveld with a very strong ELO of 723, but Delta de Lille and Julia Martinegro Marquet on 716 aren't far behind and have an even higher clear rate percentage of 50%. Emmanuel Gaudiano sits high on the list, but without a true meter 60 horse, his selection is unlikely, despite him being one of Italy's strongest riders. Norway has already selected their representative with Victoria Gulliksen and Mistral van de Vogelzang on an ELO of 667. They don't have the highest clear rate percentage at 33%. However, compared to the other options, it is by far the highest. Egypt has an interesting choice to make between Nile Nasser and Mauda Zayada. Nile tops the FEI list currently with Coronado, but as far as ELO, Nile's other horse, Igor, sits at 734 and a 40% clear rate, while Coronado sits lower on 711 and only a 28.6% clear rate. On the other hand, Zayada's mount, If Looks Could Kill, has an ELO of 603 and a 22.2% clear rate, but is second on the FEI list, and politics could play a role. Portugal, Argentina, Venezuela, Chile, Colombia, New Zealand, Thailand, Syria, Latvia, and Luxembourg will also send representatives, and as usual, the total start list of 75 athletes will be filled with a worldwide representation of show jumping, encompassing a broad range of abilities that will fulfill the Olympic mission of strengthening the universality of the Games.